Hello, my name is Javion Jackson. I go by Jay. I'm from Springfield, Illinois. Currently live in Belleville, Illinois. And for this video, we'll be talking about the requirements for the communications class that I'm currently taking. And for the first question, do you need to gather your own audiences for your own speeches in this course? Yes, you must gather your own audience for both the informative and persuasive speech. How many people do you need to be in attendance for you to gather my speech? So I need at least 6 members. Each member needs to be of the age of 16. If they are under the age of 16, they don't count. They also need to be visible. So either before or after or throughout the whole video, they need to be shown. But also, too, it doesn't state anything in here about Zoom. Can I do a Zoom presentation? So that would be one of the questions, too, that I would love to ask the teacher. Can I do a Zoom? Can we do a Zoom for those who don't know 6 people? Because I personally don't know 6 people who I can call for to do a video presentation or who would want to sit down with me and do a video presentation. So would be very interesting to see if, are we able to do Zoom presentations? It doesn't say anything about doing Zoom or, Zoom's not allowed or anything, but that would be an interesting question to ask. What will happen if I do not meet the attendance expectation for the speech? Automatic zero out the gate. So, you know, across the board, has to be people present. Also, a minimum of 6 people. What are the video requirements for the speech? Not the attendance requirements, but the actual video requirements. Upload the video to YouTube. Submit the link in Brightspace. Clear audio is required always. Must be visible from waist up with arms and hands and face clearly visible. Make sure that camera's clean too. Um, no editing videos is allowed. Obviously, it's a communication class. Why do you need to edit videos? What will happen if you do not meet the video requirements for each policy? You will receive an automatic zero. So you will receive an automatic zero for both things. For the video requirement and the expectation requirement. Very interesting. What is the late policy for this course? And what is the difference between a late speech and a late non-speech assignment? Speeches, if submitted late, you will receive a zero unless you have prior approval with documented extreme circumstances. Okay. Non-speech assignments may be submitted up to 4 days late with a 10% deduction per day. After 4 days, the grade is a zero. Yeah, because after the second day, at this point, why would you even want to turn it in anyway? So yeah. Just get those assignments in on time. If you're late, please communicate that. Very important. How many consecutive days can you be inactive in this course before being dropped? Well, according to the policy in the syllabus, we say the syllabus in this class, if you are inactive for 2 weeks, no logins, no assignment submissions, you will be dropped from the course immediately. Will your written work that you submit for this course be ran through any plagiarism or OWL checkers program? Yes, all written assignments will be written. Written work will be ran through Safe Assign for plagiarism and throughout OWL detection software to flag OWL generated text. So don't cheat. If you don't know, you don't know. Ask questions. Utilize the student center. That's what the student center is for. To help out with videos, editing, writing things, getting things done. And if you're a part of the disability community too, that's what the disability community is for. Go down there, ask questions. Seek help if you need it. Don't plagiarize. Don't play yourself. Um, what is your professor's office hours and how can I reach her? Well, my professor is available. Our professor is available throughout the week. Um, Her office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. Friday she's available virtually, but I hear through a little birdie that she most times she responds within a 24-hour window, 24 to 48 hours. Um, and she's able to respond anytime before 7 p.m. on weekdays. So she's pretty quick, very efficient. Seems like she gets the job done pretty quick. Um, so that's the good thing, obviously. Um, What is your professor's office located? So it is not specified on the syllabus. However, she is located. If you look on her actual page in the SWIC, in the instructor information, you will find that she is located at the Granny City campus, room 312, 312. So, yeah, feel free to reach her there. Um, what are the due dates for the 3 speeches in this course? We have the narrative speech, which is due August 29th, next week. Not sure how I'm going to get that one done, but yeah, we're going to get that one done. And for informative speech, Friday, September 19th at midnight. Persuasive speech, Friday, October 10th, midnight. So it's very important in this class. Deadlines are very important. There's not much work. There's not much work in this class, but it is enough work. So it's very important for everyone to get their assignments done and kind of done on time. And like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out to her. And it says you obviously reach out to students too if you have questions, because I've done that too. Um, so this is obviously an optional question, something to be found. What would you like to work on most in this public speaking course? I think just being more clear. I think I do pretty good. I have a good personality. I think I do pretty decent with talking with people, communicating with people. But I would like to connect with people when I'm talking to them. Because sometimes I feel like people aren't really listening, or they feel like I might not even really be listening because I don't know how to, like, sometimes when people say things in a conversation, facial expression is everything. So my face could be like, type of thing. So just kind of like learning how to be a better speaker, a more clearer speaker. I move a lot, so that's kind of like a problem for me too. I kind of talk with my hands, so maybe just, keeping my hands down, and doing something of that sort. But just being an overall better speaker, better communicator. So I'm open to all, but just more so just being clear and wanting people to connect. I want to connect more when I talk with people. How would I define communication, and what do I think it takes to be a good public speaker? I think communication is everything. Your movement, my hands, eyes, the emotion in your face. It can be everything. Excuse me. And I truly believe that um, what being a good public speaker, it takes a lot. It takes confidence, takes strength, take you to believe in yourself. Put yourself first. Being clear in your objectives when you're talking with people. I think it takes a lot to be a good public speaker, but it also, I think that comes with just being a good person too. But yeah, so these are all the questions for the class. I hope that you find what I've stated in this video to be factual, and I hope it helps out people too. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And you all have a good one. Bye bye.